And we are live. And I got the right screen. I'm getting better at this every week. And let me get the guys in. Hello, we are live.
Hi, we are live.
Oh,
I'm
thank
Dad.
Christ. I was sitting there going, have they done it again? Have they trolled me?
Good morning, chaps.
We'll start off with the usual. Funky, how has your week been? You haven't been streaming as much over the last few weeks. I know you've started a new job, so...
Yeah, I mean, this last week's been alright. It's been pretty indifferent, to be honest. Just a bit tired. Had a lot of other stuff going on. It's the start of some holidays, so loads of people at work are off. So just having a few extra shifts at work. Well, longer shifts, should I say. But yeah, other than that, it's been alright. Nothing. Been playing a lot of Imperium. But that's about it, really.
And no more news on your charity stream, no?
Yes. So that is actually supposed to be today, tomorrow, and Sunday. But I'm going to be actually going to be quite busy tomorrow and Sunday because we had some news in the family that wasn't the best. So yeah,
Well, I hope all is
unfortunately,
well.
I'm going to be busy. But I've got codes and stuff to give, that were given to me to play the games and give away. So we might give them away just as random prizes throughout the weeks, rather than let them go to waste.
And then maybe even do like a donation
yeah, and if
run to
anybody
give the
wants,
money away and stuff.
I'd say if anybody wants to donate, feel free to tip and whatnot, and just put in the tip note that it's for the No Kid Hungry charity, and we'll make sure it all goes to them. But yeah,
I didn't realize your family stuff. The first time I've heard it, so I hope they're all good. I hope it's not too bad. I know family shit can be either extremely complicated and shit, or extremely complicated and just meh, or horse shit. So hopefully it's the extremely complicated and meh.
It's not really complicated. It's just
but it's none of our business. So I'm just gonna let you move on.
Let's put it that way.
Adran or Vulcan, you've streamed once this week. And you made fishies and then talked about how I used to teach 3D modeling.
Yes.
How's your week been?
Suffered a bit of creative block. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Don't know what happened. I just couldn't be creative at that time, so I didn't. Yeah. Don't know. Call it taking a break. Need to take less holiday, more not holiday.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you've just moved back with your parents. You've just finished college. You've done 3 game jams since
university.
They're the same thing in my mind. Anyway, and now you're you're just moved back in, so like you've also done 3 game jams. Like you've been busy, you know. You need time to reflect on what you've learned and what you haven't learned, and what you can bring in and what you can't bring in, and all that stuff. You know, to be fair to you.
Yeah. So, taking time off, chilling, and spending far too much time with the New World beta.
Which, yeah, I've heard a lot of people doing that. Pardon, Funky?
I asked him how he's enjoying the New World beta.
I made it to level 37, 38.
Nice.
Which in my total play time of definitely far too long over the days I played it. I think I was averaging 9 hours a day. Fair.
Yeah, but I've heard from a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people. I've been watching videos on it recently since it's been released as more open. That like a lot of people are not even bothered with the whole leveling thing. They're just trying to get like an area and get like their zones up so they can get better crafting, and the crafting trees are amazing. And all I know, like I haven't played the game myself, but I know that it's beautiful if you turn up the graphics. If you're lucky enough to have a unicorn or a new graphics card, it's apparently a beautiful game, and it has the potential, I think, to like trump the WoW heads, because at this stage, not a lot of new stuff in WoW, in my mind.
No, the thing is, WoW's got its own problems, but I honestly don't think I like the game. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. It's good. I like the fact that some of the things that I enjoy would be like player housing. I like the whole crafting side of it, and there's an awful lot of it. In this, you've got like 6 or 7 gathering professions, 6 or 7 crafting professions.
Yeah.
And then there's like different stages as well. So you've got like woodworking, smelting, like ironmongering, and then you've got armor crafting and sword crafting and weapon crafting and stuff. So there's a lot of it in from that. But just like RTSs, I think I'm not saying that there will be any time soon when no one will play them, but I think MMOs have had their time in the sun. And I think it's going to have to be something very, very special to kind of compete with the likes of WoW and Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is now the biggest MMO.
Yeah, that seems to have a rebirth. When I heard that came out, I heard it was awful for the first while.
Oh, well, when it first came out, many, like 10 years or so ago, yeah, it was, it wasn't great. Then it had then it was relaunched like a year later. They went silent and relaunched it. And it's been great. I mean, I've got a maximum level character on there from the last, but there's a new expansion just about to come out, and I probably won't get that and play anymore because I don't have the time. But I just, it's going to have to be something very magical in order to kind of.
To be fair, all the big franchises have tried MMOs and they've been woeful because, like, the Star Trek one was actually really good. It was a really good concept. I watched my brother play it when it first came out. It was a really, really good concept. I never played it myself, but like, you could play as a dude or you could play as a ship, which is like incredible. From like,
I'm a ship.
But like, you can just do ship battles, or you can like board ships and then do all that stuff. And it was like really interesting and how if you were doing a quest, if other people were doing the same quest, they would port in to help you because it was public, and it was like really cool and it really well. But like, it died off. It fell off a cliff, and like the Star Wars one fell off a cliff. That's really interesting.
The two biggest things that MMOs are from is they're too much of a WoW clone, and then people will play it and then just be like, well, I've already got a maximum level character in WoW that I've invested 10 years in and all this sort of stuff. I'm just going to play WoW. Or it's so different that it's like really, really different. Like, it's not what people really want or not what people think they want. And then again, it just doesn't work because the audience wanted something different.
Yeah, no, it's fair, but it's weird. It's like RTSs, to be fair. I think you're right. They have had their time in the sun, and now we're looking for the new game, which currently is
Mobile Match 3.
I was going to say Fortnite-esque games.
Yeah, Battle Royales is the thing at the moment.
But Lucky, you've been radio silent for weeks now. You said you were going to stream more of your zoo riots, and I haven't seen it.
And I've wanted to, but work and stuff. And now that I'm on my vacation, I should have time, but I just don't feel like having the time, I guess. Most of the first week of my vacation has gone with like family and friends, just to catch up. I might not play the zoo because I didn't enjoy building stuff.
I'm not being funny, but if you haven't been to the zoo for this amount of time, the animals are all probably dead by now.
No, they're completely fine. I gave them small bowls of water and stuff like that. So
he got 30 days worth of water for a 10-day leave, and then he gave them 40 days worth of food for a 10-day leave, so they'd have extra in case a storm happened and he couldn't get the goods in. You know, he planned it out pretty well.
He got stranded for a week.
And then I framed the animals in so that they wouldn't get like hurt by the people shouting at them and stuff like that and get stressed.
Yeah. Well, they weren't let in because of the pandemic, but yeah.
But I found this new game called Tribes of Midgard, which released a good 3 days ago, I think, and I quite enjoyed that and might showcase it on stream at some point once I've got the hang of it.
But have you found a bug in it?
I have found not countless of bugs, but I found a good amount of bugs, and I'm of course recording them and showing them to the developers. I'm also on the Discord for Tribes of Midgard, where I am assigned as a helper, which means a guy who knows shit about the game and then can answer questions. A small mod in some way.
But if you don't know shit, how are you going to answer questions?
No, I know shit, and that's why I can help.
Basically, he knows what not to do because he made the bug in the first place. He knows, oh no, you shouldn't do that exact thing because that causes issues. Like building 12 towers on top of themselves.
Yeah.
If you know shit, does that mean you have shit knowledge?
I have knowledge of shit. Yes.
Yeah, so he can like, well, that one's diarrhea, that one's constipation, that one was really nutty.
Oh,
And I can tell.
I thought it was like that's from a
deer
cat,
or a wolf.
that's from a lion,
Yeah.
that's from a dog.
Maybe he can do that as
That's
well.
a reason I were to the zoo, right? Like, come on.
Yeah. You can
Just studying the
both
excrement.
them
What
as
do you
well.
think? Anyway,
Remember
but
the
yeah.
rubbish.
Fun fact of the day, though, if you were to go and say have a family gathering in Denmark, you would, if you're with your cousins, call it a cousin gathering, because in Denmark we have 2 separate words for cousins, whether they're male or female.
And that's why the Danes never took over the world.
Well, yeah,
No,
I guess.
No, the real reason is because they lied. Danish bacon isn't Danish. They import Danish bacon from England. And that's not a lie.
And then we import it back from them.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
To get Danish bacon.
all English fish is shipped to China to be boxed before it's shipped back. And there's no
I
such
would
thing
like
as
to
fresh
say
fish in America.
most of the bacon I can buy is produced by Danes.
Yeah, but the actual piggy wiggies come from England.
Oh, they might.
Yeah.
Fuck if I care.
It's like we have this thing in Ireland called Board BIA approved or Board BIA mark or something like that, which is it's the Irish food standards thing. But to get a stamp on chicken or beef, it has to be Irish beef. But the only actual criteria is it's packaged in Ireland. So you can. So when we had the horse meat scandal from Tesco, most of that was Board BIA approved horse meat because they shipped it in from whatever country of Eastern Europe it was, and then they packaged it in a Tesco packaging plant in Ireland. So it counted as Board BIA approved. But it wasn't Irish in any way, shape, or form. But it was packaged here, so therefore Irish.
Yeah, but that's like 100% beef is chop the head and the hooves off and throw it in a blitzer.
Yeah, it's called white pudding. Anyway, let's not talk about food and get onto the game and hope to fuck. Yes! It's all picked up and all in the right order. Oh, I was very scared that wasn't going to happen. So, I'll summarize last week. A very uneventful day for myself. So, the boys, or the lads, or the adventurers, they made her come. Crewfix came. Not Screwfix, but Crewfix came. But before she arrived, Robin came back as a zombie. They tried to reason with her, but she tried to kill them. And was so unsuccessful, I don't think anyone took damage. Because, God forbid, the DM makes
the NPC took damage. We didn't.
Yeah, but he's a satyr.
Heat shield.
Yeah,
Heat
and
shield.
yeah, basically, I failed at making a boss that was actually difficult, and I'm gonna learn better. And next time they won't be so lucky. I mean, they're gonna be fine, and they're gonna be fine.
Hey, next time we're still at least going to have
2
lucky.
points of damage.
They also realized that Crewfix, who's meant to be the god of knowledge and the knowing the future, the past,
He's the
and the
god
present.
of knowing fuck all.
Exactly, completely fucking useless.
The clouds are a bit. The sky is a bit cloudy. Oh no.
Mostly because, unbeknownst to the adventurers, they didn't. Somehow they avoided every single trap I spent time on trying to make for the encounters, because some reason it just didn't happen, and
We just walked around.
I mean, there's a reason
basically-
we have a rogue, right?
yeah. The rogue almost set one off, and the dwarf kind of set one off, but not really. So shit happens. Anyway, and the gnome still doesn't know what his blue shower was. And then they got onto the ship, and we're gonna retroactively talk about what happens when you get on the ship. But the lads get on the ship, and they're met by their crew telling them that, oh my god, where have you been? It's been a week. And as that's happening, Eberus was putting Hellkeep, the satyr, into the captain's quarters to rest. The ship...
No, that's not the captain quarters.
Isn't it?
This is
Oh.
like a mid-bay thing downstairs.
Oh, it is. That's a fair point. It's like the second in
it's in the
charge.
med bay.
Sorry.
Get out of my bed.
I just knew there was a bed. I didn't realize there was a bed
Yeah.
also here. But
Yeah, no worries.
And just so yous are aware, the ship is already done a UE. So it's already pointing to leave. But it's anchored down. And the anchor seems very taut, like the current is already flowing you out. Because if we remember, there is a waterfall kind of pushing the water out of this place anyway. And your cannon bear, your bear cannon, whatever you want to call it, has now changed to an actual cannon.
An actual bear.
Cheese.
Your cannon bear has changed into an actual bear.
Yeah, not cheese. You got the bad side of it. I know. Where it's got wheels. You can put it anywhere on the ship you like. It's actually a little bit longer because it's gonna take up this bit of room, but it's gonna look stupid. So because it's not a 5 by 5 foot square, it's gonna hang over the edge.
Wide.
And you can also rotate it, but I think you all have control. I will double check. You don't.
Long cannon is long.
I have not.
You all have control.
I couldn't
Isn't that a 10-foot? Wait, that's a 12-foot long cannon. Okay, that's
10 foot.
Quite big.
It's 10 foot.
So it's the cannon.
I suppose a 10-foot cannon is only 3 meters. That's a hecking cannon, but all right.
Anyway, so you get on the ship.
It's a sniper cannon.
Yeah. So as you get on the ship, you're all the guys like, oh my god, where have you been? We've been trying to break through the. We saw the cave in. We've been trying to pull it out for a week, but. So I know that at the end of last week, Ebrus, you asked about your still, and if your whiskey was still in good shape. After you drop Hellkeep off, you can throw you down to your empty still area, which I really should add some assets in, but like I have a
no.
Well,
you spent so much time finding a cannon. Like, why would you bother with this?
Exactly, that took me a whole 30
You're
seconds.
Prepared?
Yeah, exactly. You check, and you're looking at like the fire, and you're looking at the level of alcohol left because you're trying to soak off the last like 0.5% before you left. So would have only needed a half a day, 2 days maybe. If the guys didn't heat the water enough, it wouldn't actually reach the temperature to burn off the alcohol. It doesn't seem to have moved from what you can remember. And you also all of you talked about the supplies of how much water and food would have been used. So who would have checked those supplies?
I mean, the captain, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the captain.
So the captain goes and checks, and he notices that, yeah, they said it's been a week, but not even like, it would have been a barrel of half of water. I think that's what we worked out. And no, it's the same number of barrels. Like, it's like it was a week for them.
No, like we lost 1/12 of the barrel.
Oh, 1/12, whatever. But like, you check through all the food and you check it's like, they said it was a week, but you're looking around and like, everything is in the exact place as you remember for you guys this morning. Nothing has changed for you. It's like they have moved in time and you haven't, if that makes sense.
Except the ship has made a UE.
Yeah, this ship's made a UE.
All right.
So it's like like a topsy-turvy.
Who turned the ship around?
And John and Doug go, it was us. We felt like if you were going to come out, we needed to get out of this place quickly. Or if like it didn't make sense for us to be sitting around all day, you know, we left Alice digging the hole, but like there was too much for us all to do, so we went off and we started like getting the ship together.
Crew.
Thank you.
Thank you for turning it around.
You're welcome. It wasn't an easy feat. It took us 2 or 3 days. Now,
and she's still in one piece too.
I
did a mighty fine job.
Thank you. And Alice,
don't ever touch my wheel again.
Alice is like, but I helped them. Like, I moved the anchor for them, and I did this, and like I did my I let them tell me what to do because, like, you know, I wouldn't have done anything without your command, Adran. Like, you know, I do, like, I don't know. It was your ship, and I didn't want to infringe on, you know, the rights to your ship and so on.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. Now, what's the plan for the rest of the day? Are you just going to ship out? You got to help Hellkeep? Or what's the plan for this day?
Personally, for me, for this day is, first off, I'm of course both looking at the brew, but also taking care of Hellkeep. And then I'm using all of time to go like step by step, checking every corner, every piece, lifting every bed, lifting and moving every chair and every like small little thing I can, looking for that one ruined axe, which I think to remember to have left on the ship or lost on the ship somewhere because I can't find it anywhere else. So I'm like going through everything I can, trying to see if I can find where it is.
The other question is, would you tell the crew not to drive off?
I wouldn't.
So if they started moving, you're going to keep checking the ship. You're not going to check the pathway from the ship to the cave and all that stuff.
No, because I assume I've done that on the way to the ship.
Okay. Do the lads know that you're...
I mean, they can at least see me looking for something. I don't know if they know what, but yeah.
Okay. Does anyone say anything to him?
What are you looking for?
Remember that axe? That
axe.
Like beautiful ruined axe, which I had momentarily before. I have either thrown it away or mislocated it in some way. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you're looking for that axe. Well, I haven't seen it, but
that axe.
We'll hold the ship here till you find it.